Day 206 of me doing my New Year's resolution, which is dropping a video every single day on this channel, all the way up until December 31st, 2024, all the way up until the last day of this year. Now today is July the 25th. This is video 206. That means we're on track. And the topic of this video, how I avoid temptations as I retain my semen. Now, we're in July. We damn near in August. And I've been on this semen retention stuff since January the 1st. This ain't one of the easy. This is probably one of the hardest things I've done. This ain't easy. It's pretty hard. You know, and I've been going to the extreme. I haven't even been edging. I ain't been doing nothing. My meat has not been getting touched. You get what I'm saying? Unless I'm washing it or some shit. That's TMI. Wow. Okay. Topic. Okay, let's get on track. Now, in this video, man, obviously I have my GoPro running, so I got footage of me doing other things other than me just sitting in my car talking. You know, I want to give y'all something to kind of look at, but that's besides the point, man. How I avoid temptations as I retain my semen. Now, the temptations, they get to the best of us. They get to the best of us, man. We're men. We have our testosterone running. We see beautiful things. We want beautiful things. We see beautiful bodies. We want beautiful bodies. We see things that we like. We try to go get things that we like. Unless you low on testosterone. My testosterone, I think it's pretty high for the most part. I haven't done a test or anything like that, but I ain't gonna lie. My mentality, like, I'm determined, man. I'm determined to be successful. I see a pretty girl. Then my biology starts to kick in. You know, and what gets to us the most is seeing the women on the screen. Now, that's really what breaks a lot of us men down. You know what I'm saying? You see a cute body on the screen and you can't help but sexually gratify yourself. Now, how I avoid this, how I avoid temptation, don't even have to be on the screen. It can be in real life. How I avoid temptations personally, bro, whenever I see something that's triggering, I just sit there. Literally, and I think, I start to use my brain, because, you know, a lot of us, man, we fall into that trap, and we stop using our brain, and we start using, you know what I'm saying, we stop using the head up top, and we start using the head down below, if you get what I'm saying. We stop thinking right, we stop thinking clearly. So whenever I see something triggering, I always think to myself, what's the logical thing to do? And if it gets worse, if I start to lose myself, I get up and I move around. I start doing things other than sitting there dwelling on those thoughts that's rushing through my mind. Because, you know, we're men. Sometimes your thoughts start to rush with things that, you know, it's hard to control sometimes. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to, you know, you have to control your actions at that point. You got to get up and do something. You got to do something. You got to do something that can get you back in the right mindset. You can either get up, go to the gym. If you ain't close to a gym, get up, do some push-ups, do some exercises. You know, get up, get you a cup of water or something like that. Just get to moving, get to doing something to get your mind stimulated again with other things other than that naked bitch you just saw on the screen that look good as hell. Like I said, man, these Jezebels, man, they outside, man. They ain't even hiding no more. They everywhere. Because it's acceptable nowadays. You know, they get shamed still, but, you know, a lot of people praise that type of stuff now. So it's like they feel it's acceptable, you know, and that's okay. Let them do them, but you do you. You make sure you don't fumble to those types of things as a man, bro. You got to understand, man, being a man, bro, your biggest superpower is where your attention goes and where your energy flows. As a man. So make sure you put your energy towards the right things. Beating your meat is not the right thing. It's not. You got to avoid those temptations, bro. You got to be stronger than those temptations. Don't let them temptations take control over you. Actions are everything. So if your mind starts to take control, you know, do something to get you out of that mindset. You got to get up and move around. Because the more you sit there and let your mindset, because it happened to me. It happened to me. Like, I have a strong mindset, but sometimes them urges start to get stronger, get very, very strong. Like I said, like, the wave starts to increase the longer you go. The longer you retain your semen, the harder it gets to avoid those temptations. It gets harder and harder. I'm not saying, it gets hard, but, the urges start to come stronger. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So you just have to, you gotta, whenever that feeling starts to come to where your mind it starts to trick you and starts to make you feel like it's okay to, have that instant gratification, bro, you have to literally take control back of your mind, literally, by not obliging to those negative thoughts. It's hard to explain it, but, well, it's easier said than done. Let me say that. It's easier said than done, because I've came to a not near death experience. I came to a near fucking relapse experience. Near relapse experience. Man, and it just shocked me how I got to that point. It shocked me to how I let myself get to that point. I let those thoughts take control of my mind. And this happened one time throughout this 8 months, it happened one time. And I've never let it happen again since. I've never gotten close to doing the instant gratificational thing that we do, which is beat our meat. I've never gotten close to that since. You get what I'm saying? Because now, since that happened, I've been, I've been on guard. Anytime I get those feelings, I do something. I either, get my journal down, write down things that I want to do, or I get up and I actually get to moving, get to exercising, get to doing things that don't involve me just sitting there letting them thoughts take control of my mind. If you get what I'm saying. I know a lot of us, man, we dealing with, we keep relapsing. We keep, we keep breaking our promise to ourselves. And I just want to, just help you realize that you're in control of everything. You're in control of everything. Every single action that you do, you're in control of it. So your mind can say one thing, but you can do the opposite. Your mind can go to the, start thinking of the bad things, but I promise you, you can do the opposite. You can do the opposite. You just have to realize how strong your mind is. You got to realize how strong you are. As humans, bro, we're very, very powerful. You got to understand that. Every single person on this planet is very, very powerful. You control your reality. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have the reality of just sitting there beating your meat, being miserable 24/7, you can have that reality. But if you want to change and start becoming successful and start feeling like a man and start, just going through life very, very confident, you can do that as well. You can, trust me, because beating your meat, man, it just lowers a point of confidence in you every single time you do it. You can't even look at yourself in the mirror after you do it. Be honest with yourself. You can't. You can't smile genuinely and look at yourself in the mirror after you just stroke this shit. You can't. That means it's something wrong about that. I'd rather you go and get some real ass pussy and then beat your meat. Like, come on now. But me, man, I avoid temptations by understanding that I'm in control. That's how I avoid temptations. My thoughts can tell me other things, but I promise you, if I gotta raise my arm up and get the lotion, it's not gonna happen, because my mind is too strong, way too strong. My determination is too strong, way too strong. I won't let that shit happen. Trust me. Keep fucking fighting, bro. Keep going, bro. Don't give up. If you've been going on with me, we almost to the finish line. And the finish line, not even the finish line. We still gonna keep going. I don't know if I'm still gonna keep retaining. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna still keep getting 1% better every single day. 1% better every single day. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he told me, I told him, I didn't actually tell him like what I was doing, but he was curious. And I was like, you know what, bro, I'm just locked in. I'm not really dealing with women this year, etc., etc. That's what I told him. And he told me, damn, bro, you gay? And I'm like, no, bro, I just want to be locked in. I just want to really tap into that creative side of my mind instead of always being in that lustful side of my mind. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, when you just fiending over pussy, when you just fiending over women, when you just fiending over the instant gratification that you get with sex, bro, you start to just feed into that lustful side of your mind, and you can't control it. It takes control of you. So I told myself, man, this year, man, I'm gonna just sacrifice that, and I'm gonna just really, really cleanse my mind, and really, really lock in and try to tap into that really creative side of me. I started a YouTube channel. Started posting every single day. Started doing things that came to mind. I started making little movies. I started doing little cool things. I started coming up with cool ideas. I started, just really tapping into me. Just what I like to do and things that I want to do. I feel like I wouldn't have had this opportunity if I was just sitting there beating my meat, dealing with women 24/7. Sad I don't get, hey, she canceled on the date on me. Sad that I ain't get no pussy that night. Sad that, I beat my meat and I can't even look in the mirror in my own bathtub. Just sad as shit. Like, I don't know if you guys understand, bro. This year is probably one of the best years I've had in my life in a long time. For the simple fact, I challenged myself with one of the biggest challenges I've done so far. And I've been surfing through it like it's nothing. And people look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them I'm going celibate for a year. Dude literally told me I was gay. Dude told me I'll get prostate cancer. Just all these things that will try to, get me thinking that I'm doing something wrong. But in reality, I'm doing something that's helped me so much in progressing and getting 1% better every single day. It's helped my mind become desexualized. It's helped me just become a better man in general. Hold better conversations. Have better eye contact. Have better energy. I'll see you guys tomorrow.